tied the bedspread fly all the time and fished with it. He tied the mop fly, and that was successful too. And one day he was at the shop, Larry's, and he was tying. He said, "What if I combine the two?" So he created the bed bug fly, and he created he used the mop fly, but he shortened the tail about half the distance, and he tied that on. And then he took the bedspread fly and tied it on. He used an olive. He started off with a tungsten bead, and it weighed about 1/64th of an ounce, and it was a slotted bead. And then after he got his tail on, which was an olive color, he took an olive bedspread material and he started to tie that on. So we've tied on our thread base, we've tied on that short uh, mop fly, and now we're going to tie on the bedspread fly. And this is olive that he used, and this was his original color. And when he got finished with it, he went down to the stream and he said he caught 30, 40, or 50 fish with it. I have no idea, but it was a large number of fish. And since that time, he's been tying and catching fish. So I thought I would tie it here for you guys. It's really a simple fly. Like I said, he takes the mop fly and cuts half of the tail off, ties it on so it's a short one, puts the bedspread fly on, ties it. I'm using a red thread to gill if it gills, but and I'm using a 64 ounce, so it matches the um, tungsten bead that he used. But I'm going to also, I like my Mighty Mite, which is a 1/64 ounce, a little bit, closer to a 1/64 ounce. And after I get finished tying the this round head bead or jig, and I'm putting a red collar on, I'm going to tie on a Mighty Mite jig using the same pattern. I think it's Mighty Mite is a jig that I've used is becoming my favorite jig. Uh, it's from the guys in Iowa. They were fishing it when Wapsie was started up in Iowa, so that has become my favorite jig. But anyway, we do a whip finish, a simple fly to tie, and you are done. When I first started tying, I made the tail too long, and you got to shorten it up. It's just a short, stubby little tail. This is the Mighty Mite jig, and I tie it basically the same tie. You're going to put a thread base on. After you get your thread base on, you're going to get your mop fly. And then again, we've taken the mop material and we've cut it in half. And because all he wants was a little stubby tail out there. Uh, and so we tie that on. Make sure you got it tied on too. Sometimes after you tie it down, you think you have it tied down. Pull on a little bit to make sure that it is tied down. But you see, it's just not it's only half of the mop fly material. And then I'm going to use a bedspread material, and it's going to be olive, but this one, olive, has a black string in it to hold the the comb carbon, excuse me, the comb cotton. It's 100% cotton. I think that's an advantage of uh, this fly too, because the cotton absorbs water and it gets down fast. But you can take the black threads out, but I left them in this time. So we've tied on their tail. Now we're going to put on our bedspread material. Once you start tying this thing, you can whip them out. And they catch fish. Both the mop fly and the bedspread catch fish. So together they're going to be a great combo. Size I'm using is a size 10 jig hook, 90-degree angle. And we're going to put our whip finish. And once we get that whip finish in and tie it off, What I thought I would do too is using the Mighty Mite head, I did the standard color um, of the bedspread, which was the light yellow. I like the pink, orange, it's almost a peach color. So I tied one of those up. I also like the white. I use quite a lot of the different colors in the bedspread. So I thought, while I'm here doing it, it's an easy fly to tie. Let me show them to you. Uh, so we finish up here. I appreciate you guys watching always. I haven't done a video for a while. You remember this is kind of fun. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.